Hey everyone, I'm Jessica. Welcome to Into the Warren, a channel all about knitting, crocheting, and hand dyeing yarn. So if you are a new subscriber, welcome to my channel, and if you're returning, thank you for clicking on this video and watching the new episode. Today I'm going to share with you some updates and some projects that I'm working on. Sadly, oh no, I have one finished object to share, so let's get started. Just as a side note, if you hear snorting, snoring, random gremlin-like noises, that is my dog Victor, who is sleeping beside me on the couch, and he has, you know, one of those squished noses, so everything he does is kind of like snorty. So yes, don't be alarmed, it's just my dog. So, okay, the first thing I want to show you is I worked on my Spin Raglan sweater by Andrea Mowry. So last time I showed this to you, I had no sleeves, but I have finished one sleeve and I have to weave in the end, but I have one sleeve to go and then just weaving in the ends and blocking. This is a cropped sweater, so the sleeves are longer because they wanted the sleeves to be full length and then the body to be cropped. So I am almost done with that. Obviously, I probably would be done with this if I focused and just did the sleeve and not procrastinate and create new projects, but I haven't gotten to the other sleeve yet. The yarn is my hand-dyed Frida Diego yarn. It's only like the second yarn I ever dyed. This is actually Kool-Aid dyed, and I like how it turned out. I think it's funky for sure. So that is almost done. Hopefully by the time I make another video, this will be done if I put all my energy and thought into it and just get it off my plate. So we'll see. And then I have a finished object. Well, it's actually two finished objects technically. I created socks. I know. These are DK weight socks, so they're not fingering weight, and these are the first socks that I have ever made. I know, it's amazing, and I am kind of mad at myself that I never made socks before. I was kind of scared as far as like the heel and turning the heel and the gusset and all this stuff. I didn't know what any of that meant, and I was scared, but I was like, all these socks are so pretty, I want to make some. So this pattern is called Great Grand's sock recipe, and it's on Ravelry, and it's a free pattern. And the lady was saying, I think it's her great grandmother had like 27 grandchildren, I don't think children, that'd be a lot, but like grandchildren, and she made socks for everybody. And I am more and more impressed by women in the past who had to hand make things like socks. One of these socks took me a whole day. Imagine if you had to make like multiple pairs in a timely fashion so that everyone had socks. I can't even believe that. So I love these socks. They were fun. I couldn't stop working on these. And the color is one of my new Halloween / autumn colors that I will be offering this year. In a couple weeks I will have all of the Halloween colors ready. So I have 2 Halloween colors ready that I'll show you in a second, and I'm gonna have 5 total. So there will be sets, like Halloween or fall edition sets of mini skeins that you can order, or you can buy full skeins, and it'll be in DK and fingering weight. So this purplish mauve-y color is called Haunted, and again, this is on DK weight yarn. This is 100% superwash merino, and this is a semi-solid color. So this is completely hand dyed by me in the Haunted colorway. These are some of the softest socks that I will ever own, and my husband and I actually have the same size feet. Like, I have big feet and he has like average feet, you know, and we wear the same size shoe except his feet are wider. And I put these socks on him last night and he was like so jealous. Like, he wanted to keep them because they are really soft. when you knit with this DK weight yarn, it's soft, but then when you wash it with a nice soak and some cool water, and then you block it and lay it out to dry, it is like butter when it's dry. I love these socks. So anyway, that's a finished object, and I will definitely be making this particular pattern more because I loved it so much. And it's that thicker yarn, so it's easy to work up. And I don't know, fingering weight yarn is so thin that sometimes it's just like, I don't know, sometimes it can be awkward to work with thinner yarn, in my opinion. But the DK weight is just like the perfect thickness. But I am also working with some fingering yarn on this other project. But hold on, I'm way ahead of myself. So let me show you the fall colors real quick, since we just showed that. I have like a bag of stuff that I just brought in here. So, like I said, I'm offering mini skeins and full-size skeins, and I've been skeining my 20-gram skeins. Yes, I hand skein every single one of these because I'm still a newbie in a lot of ways with yarn dyeing and getting things ready. So here's the Haunted. Here's a mini skein of Haunted. Now this is just a tie that ties the ends together. But this is what the Haunted mini skeins look like, and they're 20 grams. They're about 50 yards a piece, give or take. I have it written down, I just don't have the labels on these yet. But all of them are like weighed and made sure that they're accurately 20 grams a piece. And this is the Haunted ones. And then you can't do Halloween or fall without pumpkin. So here are some pumpkin mini skeins. These are a dip dyed orange color. So some of it is a darker orange, some of it is a lighter orange, and then it has these dark brown speckles and splotches in it. And so I am actually going to do a 5 mini skein set. So here are, so if you order the set, it'll be 5 together, tied together for you to order. And so I have 3 colorways to go. I already know in my mind what they are, but I ordered yarn and I'm just awaiting for that to come in. And I had to get a couple acid dye colors that I don't own to help make the colors that I need. But Haunted and Pumpkin are the first 2 to share with you today. And here is a full skein of pumpkin. Let me untie it so you can kind of see. So you can see that one end is this darker orange, but when you actually knit or crochet, the dark, you hear the snorting? The dark and the light mix together. So it's not just like one side of your work will be dark and one side will be light. It blends when you're knitting or crocheting. So when you ball it up into a ball, and you can kind of see the speckles. I know the light's a little bright in here. So that is 2 colors. I think I have a full-size Haunted to show you. Hold please. And this is like so fluffy. I love it. Let's see if I have a full-size Haunted in here. Oh, I do. All right. This one's already got a label on it. But here's what the full-size Haunted looks like. So there'll be DK weight full, there'll be DK weight mini sets, and then there'll be fingering weight mini sets, and fingering weight full if you need that. I'm going to be doing, once I have all the colors ready, I will be doing some like pre-sales. Are you good? Are you good, babe? Okay. He's got to circle like 10 times before he can lay down. Okay. Lay down, Vic. Are you good? You need to lay down. Anyway, sorry. once those are done, I'm going to be setting up like an announcement about pre-sale. So if you want to order them, I can start getting those orders in and know how many I need to make, so that I have enough for everyone, and then I'll have extras in the shop. So just stay tuned for updates on that. Now just bear with me because this is the first time I have done a pre-order sale. This is the first time that I've made like a collection. I'm still like a rookie, and so everything's gonna be organized and everything will be good. It's just like I'm still unsure of like timing of when things will be released. Like as far as when is the pre-sale officially gonna start, I'm not quite sure yet. But I will let you know as soon as I know what I'm gonna do. And then the only other thing I want to show you, so there is a pattern that was just released called Mountain Mama Socks, and I'm so bad at names. I don't want to say the wrong name, but they're on Ravelry, and it is a paid pattern, and they're these beautiful socks that look like little mountains on the leg of the socks in 2 different colors. And I wanted to make those so bad. I bought the pattern, and then I looked through my fingering weight yarn, and I couldn't find fingering weight that I've dyed that worked with the green that I wanted to use. Like I needed a contrasting color, and I just didn't have a contrasting color because my fingering weight collection is a little small because I never really used it much in the past, especially when I crocheted, and then when I moved into knitting, I usually knit with DK or worsted, so I didn't have a lot of fingering. But now that I'm getting into socks and really liking socks, I want to make sure I have enough colors. So anyway, I went to Joann Fabrics to try to find just a sock yarn that was white, like just a contrasting white color. And I swear, like, if you love to make socks, don't go to Michael's or Joann's because they have no selection of sock yarn. I mean, it's just pathetic how little they have of sock yarn. And they didn't even have, now Joann had white, a Patton's classic sock yarn, but that, and I did buy it and I did try it, but it's, even though it's a weight 1 fingering, it is very thick for the weight, and it's very scratchy. And if I try to do, and I was like all through, I had finished all of the color work for the mountains, and I was into the solid part of the bottom of the sock in the green that I dyed. But the weight difference between, and the feeling and the, I don't know, the heaviness, the contrast between the merino wool and the Patton's wool sock yarn was too different, that it was just too bulky on the top and too thin on the bottom. It just didn't balance out, so I pulled it all out. And what I'm gonna do is, once my order has come in of bare yarn, I'm going to specifically dye the colors that I need in order to do that sock, and then I will show it to you guys. And if you are interested in that pattern and you buy it and you need some help with getting some sort of set, so of yarn that will help you make it, I'll offer that too. I'll show you what ones I use, and if you like it and you want to get a set like that, I can give you some mini skeins and a full skein to make those socks. But they're really cool, and I will link the pattern in the description so you can check that out. And I think the pattern has a discount right now if you buy it within a certain amount of time since its release, but I'm not 100% sure if that's still going on, so I'll link it and you can see if it's still available. And the other socks that I'm working on is the Hermiones Everyday sock, which is a free sock pattern on Ravelry. It is kind of a vanilla sock in a way. It has a slight texture pattern on it, and it's a really good pattern for like colorful socks or variegated socks. And I wanted to give them a try in my Claude's Lilies fingering weight yarn. So here is what it looks like in a ball. I wound it all up, and I was going to make a summer shawl with this, and I had started one, but the stitches are so loose and so lacy, it's really hard for someone to see what it would look like in everyday knitting, and I thought a sock might be a better choice. So I frogged that, and now I am making the Hermiones Everyday sock. I just started it, And I'm using the magic loop method, which, like I said, I've never made socks before. So the purple socks that I made, the haunted socks, I used with double pointed needles. And I don't have a problem using double pointed needles at all. Like, I know it can be a little crazy, but I enjoy using them. But I want to try the magic loop method, so there's not much to it, but so far this is what I have. I'm working on I just started it today. I'm working on the cuff of the sock, and you can see that this is kind of long, but this is the only length of cable that would work with this size needles that were available to buy at the store. Because like I said, there's not a lot of sock sized needles and equipment at Joann's or Michael's. So anyway, that's where I am. I'm working on the cuff. Not much to say, but as in a ball, this yarn's so pretty. And you can see, if you see this in a hank, half of it is pink and half of it is teal, but as you roll it up, it balances itself out, and you're getting a blend of those two colors with every stitch. So I'm really excited to see what this yarn will look like as socks. So I will be working on that. And then the last thing I was going to tell you, yarn related, is I'm just going to review the giveaway one more time, because we're hitting, what is today, the 15th? So we don't have much longer. June 30th is the day I'm drawing a name, and I've seen tons of people entering the contest and saying they're very excited, and so that's really cool. I'm glad that you guys are eager to participate and you want to win the prize. So the prize again is 3 hanks of my August Blooms yarn. I have one more in here that's not hanked. It's, well, I opened it up so you could see. So this is what it looks like. It is green, red, orange with some speckling. So 3 of those. And whoop, this handmade project bag by me that has handles and a drawstring, so you can drawstring it and then hold it. This is a size large. It's a 12 by 12, give or take, and it has one pocket inside that has rainbow rain in it with a flower pocket that matches the handles. I've been just sticking the yarn in here, so you can see. What I like to do is I like to put my working needles in the little pocket, so they don't slide around in the big part. You know what I mean? Just tuck them in the pocket. But I mean, I can put 3 of these hanks in here with room to spare. So that is the prize. And again, this is what you need to do in order to enter for this giveaway. Step 1, you go to Into the Warren's Instagram account. So it's in the number 2, The Warren, which is down below in the description. You go to the Into the Warren Instagram. You will see a post, a photo of the prizes with the yarn and the bag. It's like a collage. And you'll click on that, and you will like the post, and you will comment anything you'd like to be entered. Now, if you want additional entries into the contest, you can add additional comments tagging someone else who works with yarn in some way, some sort of fiber artist, friends, people you know, whomever you choose. You can add their names, and every time you add someone's name, that's an additional entry. So if you're adding 5 names of people you know on Instagram who would also enjoy this yarn, that's 5 entries. And then I will number and list every single entry in the order that it was received on a piece of paper. And I will use a random number generator, and whatever number comes up I will match it to the list, and that's the person who will win. And then I will message them on Instagram, and I will announce the winner here on YouTube, and you'll just need to respond and give me your mailing address so that I can mail you your prize. if for some reason someone won and they never answered me within like 2 weeks, after 2 weeks I'm gonna have to draw a different name because I want to make sure that I can get into contact with you. So I'll give like a 2-week limit or so, and then I will mail you your yarn, and it's yours to enjoy, to make whatever you'd like. So if you want to do that, just follow those steps and you're entered to win. So good luck with the giveaway. Stay tuned for the release of these fall colors. I want to make sure that I do it soon enough so that you can make some fall projects before it actually is fall, but I also want to make sure that everything goes smoothly. I got all my colors in order, I fill up the shop and everything. So I'm trying to time it just right, but we'll see. I will let you know. And I'm usually on Instagram the most, so if you want to get updates faster than on YouTube, make sure you follow me, whether you enter the contest or not, and you'll stay updated. So I think these are just so pretty. I can't wait to see what people make with them. And the Etsy shop is intothewarren.etsy.com. If you are interested in looking at the yarn that is available, I've had a lot of sales this week. I'm blown away by how awesome you all are. I have seen people post pictures of things that, you know, when they receive their yarn and how happy they are. So I did make a big order of bare yarn, and I am going to be dyeing some more. I'm going to be dyeing some semi-solids to go with these with the pattern yarns I've made, things like that. So just stay tuned. I'm just really excited, and I've been having a lot of fun with yarn and knitting and talking to you guys. So thank you all so much, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.